Today on StayCoppinKicks, we got a one-of-one exclusive.
Sneaker boy, all about them sneakers, boy. Got all types you like, from Nike to Adidas, boy. Sneaker boy, all about them sneakers, boy. I keep a clean pair. Sneaker boy, all about them sneakers, boy. If you ain't on your grind in them lines, you're gonna miss them, boy. Sneaker boy, always getting sneakers, boy. If you ain't copping sneakers, then you ain't a sneakerhead, boy. Coppin' kicks, player, I stay coppin' kicks. I'm stacking up the boxes, man, and I can make them extras flip. That sneaker flip, watch me make them extras flip. Only pay 200 and I turn that to a couple grips. Sneaker man, catch me in all sneakers, man. Nike, J's, Adidas, Pumas, cause I'm getting sneakers, man.
Welcome to StayCoppinKicks. My name is That Dude Curtis. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me right now, and I appreciate that. If you like my video, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. And with that said, let's get into today's topic. We all know that sneakers have been really hard to come by lately. Between the different apps, all the resale platforms, and just nothing sitting anymore, it's very hard to cop a lot of times. You know, I talked about in the video I released a few weeks ago, that's part of the reason why I hadn't really posted anything in a minute, because it's hard to be stay copping kicks if you're not copping kicks. However, in that time, there is one thing that we can always look to for some individual and custom heat, and that's Nike ID, or I should say Nike by You. So I got a box here from Nike by You, and we're going to get into it in just a minute. So for those that don't know, Nike by You is Nike's customizing platform. It used to be known as Nike ID, and it used to have a ton of options. A lot of great shoes, a lot of great, shirts, bags, socks. You could customize pretty much everything. So if you had a team, you could do it, or if you just wanted to look fly, you could do it. Even in recent years, I would say probably within the last 10 years, they had a lot of heat up there. They had a couple of Jordan models. They had, Air Force Ones. They had LeBrons. They had Kobe's. They had Kevin Durant's shoe. They had a lot of different Air Maxes. So it was a ton of different options. In more recent years, it seems that Nike has scaled back the offering some. You don't seem to have as many color options, or the color options are only available in certain silhouettes and against certain types of materials. But there's still a lot that you can do, and this is what I did. So this is my one-of-one That Dude Curtis StayCoppinKicks Air Force One custom low. Now, you may look at this and say it kind of reminds you of Travis Scott Air Force, or Travis Scott Jordan 1's low. That was not the intent. That just ended up happening as the Travis Scott low colorways or colors are the same colors as my brand and logo. So when I was working on it, it just so happens to kind of flow into that, but that was not the intent. As a matter of fact, if it's going to be related to any musical artist or group, for me, these actually remind me more of the Beatles and their album cover for Abbey Road. But anyway, when you're looking at it, I've got the gum rubber outsole, one of my favorite outsoles of all time. Looks fly on any shoe. I've got the Sail midsole, the Sail Nike swoosh on the side, and then alternating panels with the blue in the back. Now, this shoe had Sail laces when I ordered it, but Nike Sail laces don't seem to be, even if you can't really tell here, but when I look at the pictures, you may be able to see the Sail that Nike uses on Nike by You, or at least for the laces and for the swoosh, doesn't seem to be the same Sail that you see on a lot of the Jordan models and Nike models lately. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit closer to white. So when the shoe came in, the laces that were on there, they didn't give the pop that I wanted to, where it really looked, there was that difference in color. So I ordered some Sail laces. I also ordered some blue laces that happened to match the color of the heel area. And I also ordered a custom piece right here. The ones that came with the shoes originally from Nike were white, and I wanted to get a blue one and just do that alternating look like that. I really like the way that turned out. The materials in the Nike by You are a little higher quality than the standard releases, again, because they're custom. They're making them just for you. You pay a little bit more; it's a premium, but it's really reasonable. I mean, you're talking about $20 to $30 more on most silhouettes and models. So if they have something that you like, why not experiment with the colorway and come up with something that's just for you, that's different? Right now, when it comes to sneakers, I mean, we've all seen the old meme about everyone being in the store with the same shoe. Now, we know a lot of times that wasn't realistic because people didn't wear the same shoe the first day they got it or the same day out. But we know that there was a lot of people buying similar shoes and having similar shoes. Nowadays, you don't see much of that anymore because all those shoes are sitting on reseller shelves. However, this still gives you an option to have something that's just for you, and that's pretty fly. You can do whatever you want to it for the most part. I mean, there are limits to how much you can customize it, but I think it's a good start. Especially with just the colorway piece and changing up the logo a little bit. Like this back tab has StayCoppinKicks underneath it. I think that's cool. Like I have a pair of Kyrie's that I did from when my daughter was born, and they have her initials on it. They have her birthday. And then our favorite number. And so it's a cool shoe and it's a cool process. And I really like that. I really like that Nike keeps doing it. And I hope they re-expand it back out to where we have those options for, signature models like from LeBron. Because they still do Kyrie's and they used to do Kobe's. So maybe, I mean, I doubt they'll bring Kobe's back. But, that would be a nice gesture to the fans. Because I remember, like, for example, when Kobe had his last game, they had where you could do a custom version of the Kobe's that he was wearing for that last game. So, hopefully they can really bring things like that back and help with the market. And just, people can look to that. Because, you can go to a customizer. Sometimes they're local in your area. Especially now they've been popping up. Just like the resale shops have been popping up, customizers have been popping up. But, a lot of times those prices are going to be a lot more than what you can do. Now, again, they have more options. But if you just wanted something a little bit kind of basic, I would say, where it's just, you want the colorway the way you want it, and you're not comfortable with doing it yourself. Like I've customized a few shoes myself, and it's more difficult than it looks, even when you have experience. So if you just want a few details changed and you're not comfortable with doing it, if it's available on Nike ID, why not? Or Nike by you, why not? Because at least then you're only paying, $20, maybe $30 more. Whereas a lot of times with the customizers, you might be paying $100, or $200 over what the price of the shoe was already. So with that said, sound off in the comments. What do you think about Nike by you? Do you think they need to be adding more options? Have you used the service before? And do you remember the glory days of when they had all the heat? So with that said, thanks for watching my video. And remember, stay copping kicks.